Christian Espinosa and Michel Morales of Mexico, the assistants, and Ismael Lopez is the fourth official tonight. Hugo Lloris wearing the armband for LAFC. João Benavides, as always, for Real España. Our VAR room led by Diana Perez of Mexico, assisted by Eric Miranda. Now the star-studded 11 for LAFC in their first competitive match of the year. Hugo Lloris needs no introduction in goal. It is a back four of Segura, Tafari, Porteous, and Palencia. Stefan Eustachio signed on loan from Porto until the summer. He starts immediately in midfield. And then the heavyweights up front. Denis Bouanga, over 100 goals for LAFC. Son Heung-min lit up MLS in his first half season for the club last year. Again, didn't play in any of their preseason games, but he starts tonight in Marc Dos Santos' first competitive match in charge. He's emphasized continuity, but he does want LAFC to be a bit more proactive and dominant in the midfield. Tonight, though, he said prior to the match, he just wants them to navigate the opening minutes as they find their footing in a hostile environment in their first competitive action of the new season. Again, this is a competition that they desperately want to win, having come so close twice already this decade. They hope this is the year where they break through and become continental champions at last. They have to get through Real España first. They have to navigate San Pedro Sula first. This famous stadium, known simply as the Morazan, opened back in 1938. Hosted so many historic moments. Is there another glory moment in store for the home side tonight as Marco Ortiz gets set to blow his opening whistle? LAFC will kick off in the white from left to right. And we are rolling in Honduras. Now can Real España, LAFC run away with this? This will be a free kick. Just for them since then. He's never left. He had plenty of opportunity. You have something on here, and this is deflected toward that near post. Real España not able to connect from there, and here, back-heeled ball. The cross in a decent one. Either one. Played in the Olympics in 2016 for Honduras. Free kick, LAFC in the center circle. Sergi Palencia. One goes on, though, and then slides it through, and Martinez scores! LAFC, 2 goals to the good, 10 minutes in leg one. And the Travelers in black and gold celebrating wildly. It has been an absolutely dream opening to their new season and their Champions Cup campaign. All about Son. He may be hobbling a bit. Ooh, that's going to be tight. VAR will check that, of course. It's such a wonderful ball through, though, and another great... his first minutes of the season tonight. For now, Bouanga looking for the hat trick, forced wide, and then smothered by Lopez. And it came off him last. It's a goal kick. Now the flag goes up. Loved. They're trying to spring Palencia down that right side again. And striker came up through the independent LAFC, able to recover from that mistake. He'll have a throw down in the corner. Over, and Benavides trying to work himself. And Bouanga trying to thread it through midfield. Now Martinez, and a bit too much on it for Palencia. Stadium is, but they've not been able to really get into the early penalty conceded inside the first minute and then converted in the third by Denis Bouanga. Here's a free kick for Real España. This is toward that far side. Angle to shoot. Wide instead for Nixon Cruz. And earlier tonight it was Nashville FC. His whole game plan was shaky. Just through come LAFC again. It's Son back to goal side. David Martinez trying to step onto it. That tumbles over. It's a penalty for LAFC inside the opening minute. And it could be a perfect start for the visitors. A chance to grab a crucial away goal right away. Bouanga versus Lopez, and Denis Bouanga scores! A big away goal to kickstart their continental quest. LAFC couldn't have started better in Honduras. On his head coaching career with LAFC, couldn't have started better either. And Real España, something should be shielded off, and is for Lloris, who touches it from the early minutes. But LAFC completely unfazed by this atmosphere. They're going to have another free kick after another heavy challenge. And Boyd on his left foot. Wonga makes the run to the near side. Son was headed to the... Mark Delgado curling it to the back post. Not where his teammate wanted it. Goal kick. We're on the pitch for LAFC already tonight. Now Palencia wide, and his ball to the middle, cleared out across the end line. Corner for LAFC. Their first of the... Swings it in with the left foot. It's until June. But of course, that'll compose the entirety of the Champions Cup field, which was an area they felt they could... Second half. Unfortunate to go out. Brilliant season debut for all three of them, who eventually went to the final against Inter Miami. Onto his left foot. Now Son lays it off. It's 4. Bouanga again. They're dancing in the humidity of Honduras. No problems, no issues. Long trip. They don't care. They are running away with round 1. They just can't deal with this front line of LAFC. Son making the angled run. The first touch full of class, as you'd expect. But don't take it for granted, and then Bouanga slides it home. After Son unselfishly laid possible favorites to win this competition. They're not doing anything. 45. And keeping it alive for now, and it falls to him again. And so LAFC already with 2 away goals. Plenty of time to score more in the first minute. Son after this. It's only able to win the second leg 1-0 in Mexico City. It's a good... Went out to grab coffee. Don't take this performance for granted either. We've seen plenty of MLS. They have Inter Miami looming. At the very least, give MLS teams a very tough time and difficult to navigate. No troubles for him. Dancing further, goes over, and another penalty for LAFC. And they are threatening to run over Real España in the first 20 minutes. This time it's Mejia who's called. Has been summoned to the monitor by lead VAR Diana Perret. Usually, of course, the longer the center referee looks at these replays, the more the likelihood he sticks with his call. But let's see, after VAR review, it is still a penalty. And that's exactly the case. Son scores! And the sun shining already for LAFC in 2026. 3-0 in the 22nd minute. Their trip fully justified. LAFC's trip of almost 3,000 miles already yielding 3 away goals in round 1. Here's the penalty again against Carlos Mejia. And Son, although Luis Lopez goes the right way, too much power into the corner. Real España don't have many up in the attack either. Wonga looking, instead, tried to lay it off for Tillman. This is an LAFC side that played so much in transition tonight. This cross comes all the way toward that 6-yard line and has to be cleared out. This will be a corner for Real España. Retacho's outswinger. They won the first contact. That was long from Porteous out of the back. Anthony Garcia, he was a bright spot after he came on about the 21st minute in the first half, and he wins them a free kick. Formation the second half of their year. Free kick swung in. Free header. There's a goal back for Real España. They talked about threatening from set pieces, and that's exactly where they find that first goal of the night for them. Probably won't be enough in the tie, but it gives this big crowd something to celebrate. A 51st minute goal for Jacques Jean-Baptiste, and it's 5-1. Great ball in again. They've had a few quality deliveries from set pieces from João Benavidez and company. And Baptiste onto the end of that. Catch Anya and Marathon. They are arch rivals, of course. This should be an LAFC free. Two capital clubs have won the vast majority of titles. Anthony Garcia, who's ranged forward. Nashville SC, a 2-0 win at Ottawa. A few minutes from Real España. Benavidez swinging in across. It's a good ball in. Benavidez behind his intended target, Angel Sayago. Buanga looks up, tries to pick out Sun, deflects to this near side. Sun through the middle. Buanga onto his right. Buanga denied his hat trick for now by Lopez. Look at that movement again. They're in behind once again. There were shouts for another penalty, although not firm ones from LAFC. It'll be a corner instead. Second corner for LAFC. They play it short toward the near post. Again, it was almost 5. Free kick Real España as we're into the final 10. Flores. Their MLS opener this weekend at the LA Coliseum. Of course, Inter Miami also in the Champions Cup again this year. Also room for Flores. His cross bounces nearly to that back stick. It's going to be a corner by Retacho toward the near post. Lloris wasn't getting to that. To the edge of the box. Headed back down for Benavidez. That spins it well wide. And that's the kind of thing he's capable of. Battling well along the touch, threads it wide. Chance to cross in. And Tillman touches it back for Lloris. The flag is up anyway. And now Sun is in space again. And that is all we had. Tillman plays it through. Buanga touches it wide. Seconds of the opening half. Benavidez off the crossbar. What a strike! It was almost another highlight reel goal. Close to at least grabbing one of their own. Benavidez bends it in. Free header on goal, but right to Lloris. Back-to-back chances for Real España. Wriggling forward, Garcia. Time for at least one more counterattack from LA. Here would love to see him stay on, except for the players in yellow and black. Last minute of first half stoppage time. Low ball into the... Checks it back for Tillman. Tillman wriggles. Jacques Jean-Baptiste. First 45, but hardly the first half they were hoping. Fania hoping to salvage some kind of positivity of a very early free kick. España in the first half. His ball toward the back post, and it flicks across the face of goal, and the flag did go up for offside. It's a goal for Sun, who pulls it back for Tillman, who backheels it into the goal. It's a highlight reel finish on a highlight reel first half for LAFC. Hollywood Stars shining bright in Honduras. 5-0 to the black and gold visitors. I mean, what is that ball? That's incredible. The run is perfect, of course, and already made his presence felt. Marc Dos Santos was asked in his, even though they hadn't played much in preseason, he said he also paid tribute to their in matches like this. Sun sprinting after that. What I noticed, what you may perceive from outside, the star player, a real obvious hunger and desire from LAFC to win this competition this year in the build-up to this season. And the desire from everyone to clubs have dominated this tournament over the last 20 years. Their Champions Cup title, they tied Club America for the most titles. To finish that, doesn't score much from open play, but certainly can for another one back. And from that end line area, this is blocked out. It'll be a corner for Real España here, and this comes flicking toward the penalty spot. And Cruz, who just came on at halftime, they get it back at the top of the air. Martinez gets to the ball first, spreads it across the face of goal, and sliding in, and not as good from Sayago, then lays it back, and that one takes a deflection. It'll be another corner to make, and this one bent in, and Mejia down, tries to angle main host stadiums for the Honduran national side over the decades. Flag up for offside. Honduras agonizingly missing out on the World Cup. That's a free kick for LAFC. Deft touch around pressure there from Martinez, who tried to slice it over the top. LAFC onto that loose ball. Tillman, who's stuck. Martinez. First half. Ball slid for Martinez by the corner. More space for LAFC on the counter. Ordaz steps over it for Bouanga, who finishes out his hat trick and rounds off a perfect night for himself and for LAFC. It is 6. Unselfish play all the way around. So much space on that right side again. Ordaz leaving it beautifully. And Denis Bouanga with another close range finish after another perfectly timed run. Such a skill to arrive at exactly the right time in exactly the right spot. And that's something Denis Bouanga has been so the years. Real España not able to lay. And earlier tonight it was Nashville F. Angle to shoot wide instead for Nixon Cruz, and Cruz only able to win the second leg 1-0 in Mexico City. It's a good back-heeled ball. Then the cross in a decent one. 45. You have something on here, and this is deflected toward that near post. Real España not able to connect from there, and here Wonga makes the run to the near side. Sun was headed to the either one. Brilliant season debut for all three of them. And Boyd on his left foot. His first minutes of the season tonight. Mark Delgado curling it to the back post. Not where his teammate wanted it. Goal kick. Down for now. Bouanga looking for the hat trick. Forced wide. And then smothered by Lopez. And it came off him last. It's a goal kick. Now the flag goes up. They have Inter Miami looming at